Welcome back everyone to this brand new build. Look at what we're doing now. Okay, so we're just checking out all the parts here, make sure everything's there on the trees, nothing's missing. Looks good. Okay. Now this in here is going to have fiber optic lighting in it for the controls. I'm thinking I'm going to put a little bit of fiber optics in here in the front of Darth Vader's suit where it's lit up with the proper colors. A little bit on the sides here just to give it that it's alive feeling to it. So it looks good. All right, so what I'm going to do right now is take the parts out and get them painted up. Get them primed up and get the hull color on it and everything, and then we'll go from there. So we're just gonna do chrome silver inside where the lighting is gonna be first. Primer. I think the primer is plenty good enough that I'm going to use as the primary color for the Darth Vader ship. It looks just right. Okay, well, it looks really good. Just going to let that set, and then we can go on from there. All right, so we got these taken off the trees. They're looking good. Now I got this here. I'm going to be painting this sections up here. I got to look and see if there's anything in here that needs painting. I see I have landing gear as well, so I'll see if I will make that optional. And I still have to paint the interiors here, and I'm going to get these lit up, all the little dials and stuff in there lit up. Alright, so working on here, I'm going to be doing the painting of these first, and then drilling them out. Actually, I'll drill them out first where I want it lit up, and then the raised areas here are all black, and then the buttons are obviously different colors. So let's get that done. Now that I got those done, I'm going to do the smaller ones down on the sides here. Now that I have these drilled out here, just going to get them painted, and then I'm going to put these things together, and then after that install the fiber optics. Always good to do a test fit first and then apply the part. Okay, so I got Darth Vader and a seat that are drying right now, so I can't install them just yet. I'm gonna leave that off for now. There we go. Okay, looks not too bad. Okay, I'm just gonna try doing a test fit in the bottom half here just to see what kind of range I got here for the fiber optics. Okay, so I can I can have a red LED here for the fiber optics, this side and this side. Don't need any on the back, so actually this is going to be pretty easy. Okay, before we get to that, I'm going to put these ion engines in place here first. You can see, you can barely see it, but there's like a little outline on the plastic here where they go on either side, on the bottom and the top. Now I'm going to get these red LEDs. They're 5 mils, one on this side and one on this side. Get them ready for the fiber optics. Now I have 180 ohm resistors here that are going to go on the positives on these LEDs. Now I have the fiber optics here. I got the 0.20 and 10. So the 20s are going to go on the larger holes here, which are along the top, and the rest of the smaller controls are going to be all the smaller 10. So I just got to figure out the length and then go from there. But I really can't put them in just yet, actually. So that's a little ways down the road. So what I'm going to do right now, concentrate on is, where's that? Laser cannons, where are they? Okay, so I got the laser cannons here. So I just need to, I'm going to glue them in place first. It's going to make it a little easier to be able to drill the holes because they'll be pretty much right in there and they're not going to move anywhere. But I have to wait for the glue to set, which I'm going to let set overnight. And then what I'm going to do is use my smallest drill, my bit, smallest bit, just to be able to get out a lot of the plastic in the center there. Because if I use a larger one right away, it's going to melt through the sides and everything, and I don't want to do that. Well, I'll try to avoid it as much as possible. So they're in place there now. Just got to let that set and then drill right down through the center, and then I'm going to have a red LED there and there. I don't think I'll have a small fiber optic, very short length down the center with 2 LEDs, 3 mils, because they're going to be below the floor on this, which will give it just enough room. Is there going to be just enough room? Barely enough room. And then so when you push the button, you know, it fires. Okay, looking good. Now we have Darth Vader here, and I'm going to have his paneling on the front of his chest here lit up as well. Like I said, I got photos here of the different colors, but it seems like the only thing that's really lit up is right here on the side. These are just colored, so it's like 3 reds there. You don't really see these there, but I'll get this painted, that painted. Okay, so just, okay. So like 3 mil 10.10 strands for the LEDs. So I got the back here for him, but I'm going to have him come out the back here. I'm going to make a little hole in the back of this chair here, so it comes down through this, probably in the bottom down here where you don't see it, out the back on here, that will light up that, unless have those holes there and I just have a 3mm LED right there inside. Maybe that would save a bit of time. I'll try it. Okay, so I got my smallest bit here. Just gonna do some drilling here. You know, I won't need fiber optics for that. I can just have the bulb weight right in there. I'm gonna flatten that out. Perfect. I've got the pins sticking out his back. With that back on there, it'll keep the red from shining throughout the cockpit. And then I'm going to do more holes on the back of this chair here. So he's sitting down. Oh yeah. Ooh. Yeah, shorten up the pins there on the back so they don't interfere with anything. I'm just going to leave them the way they are. Have the wiring running down and then through the bottom and then out into the ship so I can connect everything up. So I'm just going to drill a small little hole in the bottom down here to allow wiring to go down. I'm going to hook up a resistor to this first, which is going to be, I think I'm going to put a 360 on there because I don't want the red point on here to be too bright. And I think I might have another a red LED in the bottom there just pointing up to light up the interior red. Pretty much everything in the ship is all red, so I'm just going to do that just to light up the cockpit just a little bit. So you can see the silhouette of Darth Vader. This just going to have it in behind the chair. Just like that. 470 ohm resistor here. That will go on the bottom LED. Okay, now I just got these positive and negative wires that go on the points back here, run them down the hole, and that takes care of the interior lighting for this. Okay, I'm just going to twist these together. Lay it on there, that's good. Oh yeah. It's gonna look so good. Now before I can do the fiber optics, I'm gonna get this in place here. Get that in place. How it's supposed to go. Yeah, I know what I said earlier about the fiber. Yeah. There's no room for the LEDs inside here for the guns, so I'm gonna have to run fiber optics up underneath here to 2 LEDs. Okay. Anyway, I need to put this on first. I'll go there. I need 4. These are the ones. The ones are smaller, so I need 4 on that side. Glue on there. Actually, it's just window maker. It's the best stuff you want to use adhesive wise that won't eat through the fiber optic lines. So you want to keep it fairly clean. Okay, so I gotta let that set overnight. I just need 4 more on this other side here. There we go. Got that all done. Looks good. Both sides looking good. Nice. Okay. Just gonna let that set overnight, and then I'll make shunts that'll go to the lights. And boy, that's gonna look good. Alright, now that this is all set overnight, I'm going to use heat shrink on the lights here to guide the fiber optics to the lights. Okay, so I got the bigger one on the light there. I'm going to use these smaller ones as guides for the fiber optics. Once I get these on this, I'm going to trim down the ends, melt them together so that they give a nice clear run for the lighting. I got that on there now. I'm just going to heat shrink that around and then clip off the bits off the ends here, melt them together. Just like that. Okay, now that I got both sides here tied together, I'm going to now that I got both sides here done, I'm going to tie them together with the wiring, and then I'm going to tie them in with this here that lights up the cockpit, and then we can start on the ion engines in the back here and get the lighting done here for the main lasers. So I got this all hooked into this light here, and I hooked into the lighting for there. Let's do a quick light test. Ooh. You can see the panel there lights up. This panel's lighting up. And then we got Darth Vader's chest there lights up. And a nice red glow in the background. This is looking good. This is looking really good. All right, now I'm going to be working on the guns here. we go, got them all drilled out. Go all the way through. Now I'm going to run fiber optics that go down there, up here to a single red light. Okay, so got the 3mm red LED there with 180 ohm resistor. Now I'm going to run the fiber optics to go right up to it. Okay, so I got the 0.20 mil fiber optic lines. Just need to get a length. Always make the length a little bit longer than you need. It's better to play it safe than sorry. You can go and get these from the fiber optic store, really cheap, 50 feet lengths in these rolls. Now the fiber optics here are going to be on their own separate circuit, because I'm going to make a circuit board that I will fit inside the stand here, put in the bottom here. This is going to run off of a 9-volt power source. See them sticking out there? Got them here. Now I need to get them guiding to the light here. So I need, let's see here if I get the right size here. I'm going to use heat shrink. Which will be the guide to the LED. Take these. Now I take the two ends here and I melt them together. So it looks like this. Put them inside here. Okay, let's just do a quick light test. See how well this thing is going to light up. Good, it's turning on there. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Hard to see, but so this circuit I'm going to make all right, that looks really good. Oops. Now for this, I'm going to drill a hole out through there. This is where the bottom of the stand goes into. Now I got these rods for the model. The one that came with the model was solid. I had to have hollow ones here so the wiring can go down into the stand. I need to figure out which one is the right size. That one's too big. Too big. Oh, too small. Wait a minute. This is the closest size here. Okay, I'm just going to have to drill this out just a little bit larger. This is the one that came with the model. Now I got this one to run the wiring. This aluminum is really soft. Good thing this isn't very heavy. There we go, just like that. Hole in the bottom here. Perfect. So I'm not going to put this on just yet. I might as well do a hole here too. Since I have to get all the wiring ready for running. All right. Now I'm going to work on the ion engines here. So there's no room to put LEDs in the backs there, so I am going to run fiber optic lines. Let's see what I got here. All right, so I have these 0.50 mil fiber optic lines, really thick ones, that are going to go in here. Just got to get the right bit size, and then I can start drilling. So it's a bit different working with these fiber optic lines here, because they're so much thicker and they're harder to work with. I can probably have another red here, a red on the ends there, and have the engine lights going to each one. I think that would work. There we go. Got it going to the light there. Looks not too bad. I have it sticking out a little bit for now, and I'll trim it down later. Looks good. I'm gonna have to put a wall there so it hides that line, but other than that, that looks really good. Okay, so I have the bottom ion engines in place now. Got them hooked in together. Let's do a quick light test. And do another one, and then do another one. Looks good. Not bad. Okay, so now I got the line run here for the lasers, and I got this ready to go here to hook up to the bottom half for the ion engines, which tie into here. And I got lines here that power up everything, run down. Everything's run down through here. So now I just got to put the bottom cap on, seal that up, and we can move on. I've already got the hole filled out here for the wiring to go down through it. There's a little notch there that goes with the notch on here. Okay, now I'm going to be connecting these here that go to the main lines here. I'm going to do a light test here just to make sure everything's going to turn on. Mama. Oh, this is going to look so good. Now, before I can actually physically put these parts together, I have to install all the other little stuff here first. Now I'm putting this in and then gluing around it, because I don't want glue coming through on the other side, so I glue it on the inside. Guess I could have done that first before everything else. But then, you know, it's so exciting getting all the wiring and lighting in. You just kind of forget that step. Teehee. It's coming along quite nicely there. I got the parts in there that look good. Not bad. Okay, just gonna let the glue set before I put those together, and this puppy's gonna look good. For the laser guns, I got a small little circuit board here made with a 555 LM timer, 33 microfarad capacitor, a transistor, and 3 1K resistors. That's a transistor, not a resistor. Okay, so let's do a quick light test. Remember, it's running off of a 9-volt power source. There we go. Looks good. Okay. So that's going to be that. And then I got a plunger switch here for you press it, fires, and it stops when you let go of course. And I got the switch here. It turns on all the power and everything for it. So I'll put it in here. Looks pretty good though. So before we get that installed, let's get this thing put together. The wires are already run, so we are good there. Okay, so while that is drying, let's get all the stuff done here to the stand. So once, let's see, I'm going to get the switch in here. It doesn't really matter where, so I'm just going to put it off to the side here a bit. And then the main power line will probably come in just over here on a 45-degree angle. So I just need to get this figured out where I want it. I don't want it down too low, so I'm going to have it up here. Okay, so I got the stand there, got the main power switch, power in, and on the bottom here I have the circuit board that runs the gun, the laser cannon on Darth Vader's TIE Fighter. So I just got to hook these wires in. Okay, we're just going to get the main power here that supplies the board. Yeah, come on. Come on. There we go. Got it. Okay. Now the two positives from the circuit board and the main power in go to the switch. Just like that. Now these two wires here, these go to this plunger here, which I got to put a hole in here, probably on this side here for the plunger, and then they get tied into that. So I'm going to put these two negatives here to the main power in together, and then we'll go from there. Got the plunger switch there installed now. So while we're still waiting for this, we can get these pieces in here. And there we go. Just gotta let everything set before I can do the final assembly. Alright, so everything looks good here. Not too bad. Okay, so we're ready to put the wings onto here. But I'm going to do some trimming around here first. Let's get all that done first, and then we'll put the side wings on. Okay, so now it's time to get the wings on. Just trying to figure out which side goes on where here. Well, it fits better on this side, so I guess it's this side. Okay. Okay, so before I attach the other side here, I'm going to put a screw in here that will hold that wing on. Of course, it's not long enough. Yeah, it ain't coming off. Trimming on this plastic there to make that fit, but other than that, that fits. What the heck is going on here? It's not lined up. Yeah. Is this whole body? No. Plastic's bent. It's warped. I wonder if okay, that did it. I got it. Okay. Now we can get these side panels on. We just got these last few parts to put on there now. Alright, now I'm going to get this attached to that. Just got to finish wiring it. All wired up. Let's do a light test. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nice. Let's fire the guns. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And the ion engines there. Looks good. Well, that's it for this build, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun putting together this baby. Before I go, please like, subscribe, comment, don't forget to share, and click that notification bell for any future uploads.